Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. The Independent National Electoral Commission on Wednesday declared the Rivers State Governor, Nyesom Wike, winner of the governorship election in the state. The People's Democratic Party candidate polled 886,264 votes, while his African Alliance Congress counterpart, Biokomabo Awara, had 173,859 votes. Joining us now to speak on this wide margin and victory of the People's Democratic Party, despite the many hurdles faced before, during, and after the polls, is PDP Vice Chairman South-South, Emmanuel Ogidi. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Thank you for honoring our invitation again.
Yeah, no, thank God.
Good to see you.
We're in good mood.
When
you win.
When we spoke on the phone, you said you were in Port Harcourt celebrating. So it's really nice to see you this morning. But isn't the celebration of the PDP, isn't it premature yet? Because, well, you know, only yesterday, the INEC was saying that supplementary elections will still be held in about 476 polling units in about 6 local governments. Do you see any possibility that that could, present a different result? And then secondly, there are still matters in court. Only yesterday again, the Supreme Court adjourned the matter about 4 appeals on the electoral process in Rivers till April 8 and April 11. And you'll recall that Tonya Cole, one of the candidates on the platform of the APC, had said that, look, whatever has happened in Rivers State is an exercise in futility because the courts would eventually determine the true situation. Do you have any fears?
No, well, fears about what? No fears. First of all, you see the electoral guideline. The result have followed it. He said, what the law says is that if the remaining election, the numbers is so much as to affect the result, that they would not, that's why you go for it. But we check the total number of votes now, even if you give it to them, it's 260-something thousand. If we want to dash them that, we're still in the lead. And you know, why wouldn't I be happy? You know, when you win, you're happy now. I thought you'd give me powder to rub my face. Yeah. That's my native way of showing victory. I would have brought my powder and then put it all over me. That's, you know, when you have a newborn baby. Something like. You see, you know, the South-South region is the wealth of the nation. And everybody's interested. I don't know if you remember the American history, the original owners of America, the Red Indians. They were all killed. So if you look at the original owners of the land called America today, they are not even in reservation in Arizona. So it's been the idea of man to take power, oppress you, and do that. But we thank God that those of us in South-South who have realized that, and we're doing the needful to protect ourselves and the wealth of the nation. We are protecting the wealth of the nation. All this money you see they're going to share in Abuja every month is from this region.
Well, you've just referred now to feeling oppressed and having to protect yourself. Yeah. Governor Wike, in his address after his victory, was moved to tears. It was quite touching.
He's a compassionate man.
He dedicated his victory to God and the people who lost their lives. As moving as that all was, what responsibility is PDP prepared to take for your part in the electoral violence? Because it takes 2 to war.
Oh, I wish you were there. We were campaigning all through the period we were in the field, moving. Apart from the fact that the governor laid a very good foundation, projects all over the place, touching the lives of people. In spite of that, we went around every nook and cranny of the place. They didn't do anything. They were just holding on to federal might. Army. Army, you introduce army to your own people. Look at the number of people that died there. You led army into your community. If you're on ground, you don't need that. I don't need army and police in my community. I don't need them. Let me give you a scenario. Some time ago, we were having in my own unit, or rather my ward, a truckload of policemen came. I said, please, please, go back. You see these young men here, I don't know what they have done to themselves. Some would have also gone to maybe native doctor, who have gone medicine. They want to test it. They want to challenge you. Please, we're a peaceful community. We don't need it. And they went back. So somebody brought them. Who brought the army to Akukuto? To a call. If you're on ground, do you need that? You don't need it.
No, but let me take you back to the point, to the reactions. I mean, it looks like it's only the PDP that is jubilating in Rivers.
In Rivers State?
Well.
No, please, ask your men to go. Look,
well, you know that the AAC candidate, the Awara, African National Alliance, he is saying that, in fact, there was some kind of connivance between Governor Wike and INEC to rig the election in favor of Governor Wike, and he's threatening to go to the tribunal. That, in fact, the total votes by Governor Wike was about 76,000, that there was some kind of manipulation. And then, of course, you have the AAC candidate protesting, and then you have the APC, the two factions, Magnus Abe and Tonye Cole, going all the way to the Supreme Court. You don't know what they will come up with at the end of the day. Do you think the victory can be obtained? The result can be obtained?
I'm talking about the Rivers people.
Yes.
I'm not talking about those people we're talking about.
Well, are they not from Rivers State?
No, you see, do they behave like Rivers people? They don't. A man who carries army to his place to kill these people, we are calling them Rivers people again. They are no longer Rivers people. They are no longer Rivers people.
You can't rob them of their
citizenship. Listen. I was born in Port Harcourt. Good thing. I was born in Port Harcourt. This is not the Port Harcourt we used to know. Please, what do you call a garden city? Peaceful people. These guys killed the nightlife. But on Wednesday night, you need to see what happened. Yes, it's true, we're jubilating in Government House. As they were jubilating, I said, no, let me see what's happening on the streets. I left the Government House that night. On their own, people were rejoicing because we were held hostage. We were held hostage.
By who?
By the military. These same young men you just called now. Because they're not politicians. They have so much money. I don't know where they got money from.
You say Rotimi Amechi is not a politician?
He's not.
No. He's been
politicians, that's what I'm trying to say. How do you become governor? People work with you and make you governor. You may not be in touch with your people. You should know that. I'm happy you have tested it. Well, look, you say, look, a politician is with people, not army. Who are those with you? It's not army. Even if you have too much money, it's not your money. You need people to win your election. You need agents. Oh, you didn't even know the other part. When they were collecting the results, the AAC man on radio accused our returning officer, our agent, of carrying his own agent to the venue. Your own agent? I don't understand. Oh, we have bribed this agent. How? Does he even know his agent?
Well, there was one allegation that popped up before the elections, and when you were here, I know we asked you that question, but it has come up again, because the chieftain of the APC in Rivers State, Eze, has said that, the PDP, in connivance with Senator Magnus Abe, have robbed the people of their mandate. Did you at any point work with Senator Magnus Abe?
You see their problem. Abe is of what party? Abe is of what party?
The APC.
They have their internal problem. You see, they must bring in the PDP into it. You know, when you're successful, it's always like that. When a man is successful, you levy all kinds of things on him. Yes, it's true, Magnus was in PDP before I went to APC. So if you see me talking with Magnus, now I know Magnus is the junior brother to me. In fact, we lived in the same estate when he was growing up. So if you see me talking with him today, you say, I joined PDP. You should go and catch witch somewhere else.
But what is the truth about the deputy governor who switched sides and who said that he was told to write a resignation letter in advance?
That's how I heard it too.
No, but I mean, you are a chieftain of the party.
I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. You see, They do all kinds of things to themselves. The AAC man, Awara, that's his name. In fact, during this, we started hearing the name. I live in Port Harcourt. I've never heard of him before. So I started asking questions about him, who he is, and so on. They started telling me things. We have never, I didn't even done councillorship before election. You need to start from somewhere.
No, some people in this last election started at the level of the presidency.
Good.
And they said, yes, that's where they would like to start
I saw
from.
what happened to them. You can have your ambition, no problem. I want to be this, I want to be that. It's true, God plays a role in it. But God uses people to play that role. And like the Bible says, if you come with the sword, you will die by the sword. This game is power game. So we politicians must be very careful. You can't play God in this God's business. You can't play God on it. You can't. It will consume you. Amici, a very lucky man. Dr. Peter Odili, former governor, took him as a young man, built him up. But I remember something my late uncle told me in those days when there was this problem. He said, any person God has used you to help to grow up, don't be part of bringing down the person. So I respect Dr. Odili for that. He shouldn't get himself involved with Amichi's matter. Let Amichi go his own way. People forget. That man that helped you when you were a child, always remember that. Always remember River State. You can't fight River State. Your party lost. APC lost. Look at the controversy in it. Even the national chairman of APC said they are not involved in the accord between AAC and APC. Tony Cole, he went to court. Abe, all APC, they are joining us in the issue. Of course, we'll go to court. If anybody takes you to court, don't joke with you. You have to, because it's a legal battle. So you must be ready. We are ready. Now they are saying, and they work with us. How? The results that you also have. You remember I said this here, that it's difficult to manipulate the thing, because these results is generated from the unit level. On unit level, it's collected at the ward level. At the ward level, it's done at the LGA level before it gets to the state. So at what stage? At the unit level, AAC, do you have agents there? Were you there when we were voting? They were not there. Okay, tell me, what has this man got to tell Rivers people? The AAC man, let us take for instance this. What has he done for anybody to recognize him, to vote for him in Rivers State? It was brute force that gave him that number of votes that he got. It was brute force. Two local governments that gave him that kind of vote. Oibo and Akaguta. Why? Brute force. People died. You see, let me use the opportunity to thank Governor Wike. He's a compassionate man. See how he cried. APC is not about the loss of lives. It's about power. Brute force in this game of power. You remember Peter? Peter was so overzealous, he used the sword to cut. Jesus Christ took the ear and put it back. He said, look, don't try it. Or if you kill by the sword, you die by the sword. But if you have opportunity as young men, you go back to God.
Yeah, what should we expect in, if the victory stands during Governor Wike's second term?
Yes.
Is he going to run an inclusive government, or is he going to continue with this battle with his political opponents?
What battle? The battle is over.
The battle had been there even before the election.
He has always been running inclusive government. That's why you see them accusing him. The AAC man ran, say, I'm not going to follow my plan, I'm coming to you. He received them. That's compassion. They're accusing him. That he bought him over.
The story is that the man was given money.
That is the story. You always hear now. A man who saw that there was problem there. He didn't like all the agreements there, because that's what we had. He came. You will receive him. In this, look, the man is the governor of River State, not governor of PDP. River State. Everybody inclusive, non-indigens. The non-indigens were so happy because they know with his leadership style, they are comfortable.
Governor Wike said he's going to file a petition against the Nigerian army at the international.
He has already done that.
So
not going, he has done that.
He's done it.
They were brutal. You need to be there. You see, where I stay is very close to the INEC office. The inconvenience I'm suffering where I stay, you will not believe it. They closed down that express road. And I'm happy they did. And the blockade is still there. Because if you see, on Tuesday, when they said collision will start, they knew that collision was going to start because the agents also have the results. Along there's a place you call Polo Club. They started building up. They brought in this time non-indigens just to come and cause confusion. But I'm happy the Nigerian police live up to expectation this time. Let me commend the CP of the River State Police Command. They stopped them from coming there. They caught them. Some didn't even know what they were coming to do. They were paid as little as 1,000 naira. It's so sad. See what poverty has brought us to this country? 1,000 naira to go and cause problem.
So let's move away from River State very quickly and talk about the race to the National Assembly leadership for the 9th Assembly. You're following, I'm sure, with keen interest what the APC has been saying. I mean, they're in the majority. Is the PDP pushing for perhaps the South-South bloc for some of these presiding officers?
That's a trade secret now.
What kind of trade secret?
No, you see.
The game is in the open.
No, yeah, but it's also a trade secret.
I mean, the APC says you do not deserve anything because Nigerians did not vote you overwhelmingly to have the numbers.
You see, the APC can say what they want to say, but you see, at that national assembly, when they go in there, it's a different ballgame. Don't worry.
Anyway,
you can't take everything now. You should look. You see, if you really want to succeed in life, you must be inclusive. APC is not a party. I keep telling you. From this year,
INEC recognizes APC as a party.
Yeah, of course. Now INEC recognizes so many parties now. There's one called A. I don't know A. Then
APC is the ruling party in the country. I mean, at the federal level.
Look at the country today. The country is peaceful. There's no more Boko Haram. No more power failure. The country is moving well now. But this is not what they promised and said there will be change. There is a change.
Well, apparently, Nigerians prefer the APC to continue.
No, look at the last election. Who preferred? No, they did. You see, that's why we're in court. You could see what they did. They unleash. Election in other countries is done. It's something you look forward to. But in Nigeria, everybody's scared. Election, you're scared. A stray bullet, this bullet. No. Election is a war in Nigeria.
Ladies, I think we should let Chief Ogidi go. Thank you very much. I see you are still in a celebratory mood and in an attack mood. You know, attacking APC. I'm sure that some of the boys, those people you call boys listening to you, will insist that they should also have their own right of reply, you know.
And they reply, but you see, I would prefer you go to the field. Just go and ask people as you want. The jubilation that night, I say as a PR man, we need to do some more job because you see, it has affected the economy of the state. Investors ran away. Some of them are in Lagos and Abuja now. Some young men who are in the oil business, they're so scared. The hotels that they were using as their basic were converted to military strong points. So it has affected the business life in River State. So Governor Wike has a lot of things to do because we need to remarket the state again so that people can now know it's peaceful.
I think it's
I'm here also remarketing now. But that God is peaceful, please come back. Leave, don't let all those things disturb anymore.
You should get an invoice for that advertisement. Anyway, thank you very much, Chief Emmanuel Ogidi.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Pleasure.